So I was thinking you could go, like, my idea is you would go to each one of these islands. The more I think about it, this sounds like Sun and Moon.
Gonna say, I'm like, trial captains?
No, no, no. And hello to episode 4 of Gamemode, the Pokemon podcast. No, I am kidding.
Might as well be.
Might as well be. All the topics we discuss are mainly Pokemon. But I am Crafty Type 1, also known as Freddy, also known as Crafty Type 1.
I am Jacob, also known as Tater Tot.
And yeah, we don't really have a set in stone topic for today, but we do have a bunch of little ones. More news, more Pokemon news, and other stuff like that. We got the question of the week. So, anyways, I guess you want to just hop right into it?
Sure.
Yeah, so I kind of started this off there's a rumor going around that Nintendo will expand its Switch Online service with Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles. Do you use the Switch Online service at all? I mean, well, of course you use the Switch Online service.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you use the virtual console at all?
I did when it first came out, because it was like kind of fun to play those classical games, but I mean, I only play my Switch when I'm playing with someone else usually. I hardly ever play Switch solo anyway, so not too often.
You use the service, but not the
I use the service, but not the included feature. I don't think I've ever played a Game Boy game before. I mean, I already told you my intro to Nintendo a couple episodes ago. I mean, I'm a pretty late comer.
Not
if you want to call me
Pokemon Red
that.
or Blue? The original? No?
No.
So I mean,
Gen 5 was my first. How many times I gotta say this, bro?
Okay. You have a point. But in detail, next month marks the 3rd year of the Switch's online service. It all stems from the whole rumor stems from a data mine dating back to 2019, which revealed 4 emulators inside the Nintendo NES app. While the purpose of the remaining emulators still hasn't been revealed, the quote-unquote leak had, I think, their code names. I honestly don't know in Japanese, but Japanese isn't really there yet. But I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. I'll have them up on screen. But it's like Karachi, which is like NES Classic. Canoe, which is SNES Classic. Hiyako.
It looks like Kachi. Or no. Kachi.
Oh my god.
Come on.
And then we have a Count. So we're talking, the other 2 emulators we're talking about is the last 2. It doesn't really show when this is kind of like why this came up. We just have 2 extra emulators we don't have yet, which it would make sense we could add Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles. Though I think if they add Game Boy and Game Boy Color, it would only count as 1 emulator.
Because, I mean, you can play Game Boy games on a Game Boy Color, can't you? So you only really need 1 emulator. I do think it's kind of interesting, though, 3 years, to think that it's only been $60 out of my pocket for these 3 years of online service. And you think of, like, other consoles, and it's like 60 for
10 a month.
Couple months or something. Which so I will grant that to Nintendo. I will cede ground on my PC hill that Nintendo does online services the best. But PC, you don't have any online service. You just download the game and play.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, so that's what a lot of people hate about it. Is just you have to now you have to spend money for online. But literally, Nintendo's the last to come to this. And at first, I was like, it is bad, but it's whatever, and I'm still like that. It's only $20 for a whole year, and if you get the family plan, if you get 3 people, it's only $35, and it's like less than $10 a year. But yeah, it's I think Nintendo Online is pretty good. The whole emulator kind of feature of it, never really kind of touched it. I have the NES Classic Joy-Cons, like the ones you have to put on. And I was going to get the SNES, but they're sold out every time I wanted to buy them. But, I don't really play the NES. If any emulator I play, it's the SNES one. Don't really touch the NES one.
At school.
Okay, at school, yeah. But, I mean, so the only game I can remember me playing on the NES one is the original Legend of Zelda. Just because, yeah. Oh, and Mario. Those 2 are, like, of course. But, like, literally every other game is just Oh, that's cool. I'm never gonna touch it, but go back to, and then of course SNES. There's a lot more other games. There's Link to the Past, Super Punch Out, games like that. F-Zero, that's another really good one. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm totally familiar with all of these titles.
I'm
They're some of
trying
my
to think,
favorite classics.
Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games. I mean, there's like,
Outside of Pokemon, I literally know none
yeah,
of
there's
them.
Pokemon, there's Castlevania, Tetris 1 and 2. I think there's Tetris 3 as well. I think the original Legend of Zelda was on there, but see, I don't see why they'd have the original Legend of Zelda on the NES, and then, oh yes, let's add the Game Boy port of the original Legend of Zelda. It's a little odd. I'm trying to think of, I know there's like Donkey Kong and stuff like that. Other than that, I think it would be cool to have it.
I mean, if you want it, it's there, but I don't imagine too many people
Oh
are
yeah,
going to be spending their time with it.
I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna just hop on or Nintendo Switch Online just for the Game Boy games again. It's an incentive, another incentive for people who haven't yet. But since I already pay for it, it's just more like, oh yay, cool.
Yeah.
But do you think you haven't even played any Game Boy Advance games at all? No. So
Nope.
another question I was gonna bring up: if they're adding Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games, is there a chance they're adding Game Boy Advance games? And no.
Maybe that's the second emulator.
Well, see, that's what I say. There's a second emulator called Count or codename Count. Could it be GameCube, a Wii? Like, I wouldn't. It definitely wouldn't be Wii.
I think that one might be exclusively for Castlevania.
It could be a DS one. That would be
interesting.
I don't know how they would do
How
that.
far do you think they're going to take the emulators?
Well, considering
Because
they
at this
have,
point, the Wii is almost like
well, isn't 10
not a
years old
retro
now?
console, but it's pretty
It's getting there.
pretty old. It's up there.
Yeah.
So it's only a matter of time before we start
Well, I
seeing
mean,
like
GameCube.
Smash Bros. Brawl on the
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online emulator.
I found this so weird. I really think Wii games should be just sold on the eShop and Virtual Console. Like, they could make so much money like that. Like, instead of
A lot of people would be less incentivized to pirate if they could still purchase these older games.
Oh
But
yeah, I know.
when Nintendo stops making them, I mean, if they want to play the game, rather than paying $500 for some guy on eBay to possibly sell them a working game card, who knows if it's even
Yeah.
functioning, they just pirate. And it's like, I obviously don't condone that, but what option do these people have? Nintendo.
Yeah, I say only pirate if you bought it. I think that's the quote unquote loophole around it. If you bought the game physically, then you're able to do it. But yeah, I mean, if they just sold the Wii games, because we know with Skyward Sword HD they have motion controls in there pretty solid as well. Yeah, they could basically add any game.
Here's a tip to go back a little bit. Buy the Nintendo game, donate it to like an orphanage or something, get a write-off on your taxes, and then pirate the game anyway because you bought it and you never sold it for money, so you weren't profiting off the game, so you never technically lost property rights to it, but you still get a tax write-off, and it's a loophole.
It's
Of course, I would never, for legal reasons, I can't condone this loophole, but
I wouldn't. I don't know if we have enough knowledge to, I mean, I don't even know.
I don't know if the average viewer is doing their taxes yet. So
yeah. I'm trying to think of any more on this topic, but like literally Game Boy games is interesting. It's like I'm gonna open it up once. That's about it. play like maybe Tetris. But yeah, if I back to the whole Wii thing, if they sold Wii games on Virtual Console, they make so much money. I don't understand why they haven't. Because we both know they aren't gonna make a Wii Nintendo Switch Online emulator. So why not just sell them?
just port them. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that segues good into our next topic is the Wii. So speaking of emulators, I've been messing around with the Dolphin emulator a lot. And I've actually used it with Pokemon Rumble, and I did buy Pokemon Rumble on the Wii, okay? I still have the Wii. It's in my garage, not this one, another one. But did buy Pokemon Rumble on the Wii, and I did play it on stream. It was super fun, actually. But I went ahead and took my emulation process a step up and bought a Wii remote and a Wii bar sensor and everything.
You did?
Yeah, I did. It should be coming in today. But yeah, so Wii remote and yeah. So hopefully I'm able to play games pretty much easily now. That was the one problem I had with the Dolphin emulator, is to mimic motion controls. You have to be like WASD for tilting and
Why didn't you just do candles?
So honestly, I heard that you don't need a Wii sensor bar if you have the Wii Motion Plus, because like it takes the gyro.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure how it works exactly, but what I would assume that bar is like projecting
Oh yeah,
rays of light, and like where the remote is in that range of light determines like where you're tilting it.
Yeah, it's like how the Quest works now with infrared lights. It just projects invisible lights, and then the Wii picks them up, the Wii remote picks it up. And actually, I was under the impression whenever the Wii came out that the sensor bar was sending information, but I guess not. It's actually the Wii remote sending information, and I don't know why I thought it was the other way around. But you could literally plug in your sensor bar into just the wall instead of the actual console it's needed to be plugged into. So yeah, I bought all those stuff. I haven't tried it out yet. I haven't even got it yet. It should be coming in today. But I figured do you know of any Wii games that you want to try and replay again if you had a Wii or legally?
Probably the Smash Bros. Brawl story, because I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on it. I thought it was all right. I didn't much to compare it to, but I thought it was like fun to just kind of progress through the story. There was Wii Sports and the Wii Resort, I think it was called.
Yeah, Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. You said Smash Bros. Brawl. I was about to completely shut you down. I'm like, no, I never want to touch that game. But then you said story, and I'm like, that's understandable.
Why don't you, bro? What's your problem with with the game?
My problem isn't I have Ultimate now, Smash Bros. Ultimate. So there's literally no reason why I need to go back to Brawl. Give me a reason why.
I guess that's true.
But except for
that's my reason.
Well, all the music's in Ultimate. What do you mean?
But it's not the same.
What do you mean it's not? Oh yes, it's not compressed on the Wii files.
That's the thing. It's like when you have it compressed for the Wii, it gives it a touch of
8-bit
rustic themes. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's better. I'm just telling you.
I could see why. The only reason why I'd replay it is for the story, and that's about it.
I know why you hate the Smash Bros. Games, because you hate chanting music. That's why.
What? No, I don't hate. What are you talking?
That's what their music is.
Oh my god!
It's literally a bunch of. It's like a dude, a girl, and then a chorus of people just chanting Latin. And that's literally the soundtrack to Smash Bros. Brawl.
If you guys don't know, none of you guys know. Tater Tot or Jacob literally listens to these chanting musics and Latin and stuff like that.
Arabic too.
Arabic, yes. And he told me he listened to this while he games. So he's literally playing Minecraft, and all you hear, I can't even describe this type of music, but it's literally just chants. And I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, but that is not the reason. That didn't even cross my mind. No, it's slower gameplay. It has the tripping mechanic everyone hates. The only reason why I would go back for it is for the story.
I think Smash Bros. Is why I'm attracted to chant so much. It introduced me at a young age.
Well, that in black and white too. Isn't there chanting in black and white?
This is where it's good. It's constant drumming, and it's super menacing. And I would love to hear it if I wasn't on the low HP theme for 90% of the battle.
Yeah. No, I think I've said this on stream many different times. I want to play Wii Sports Resort. I didn't think it was possible with the Dolphin emulator, but then I found out that it literally is just a Wii. I don't know why this blew my mind. I thought it wasn't able to take motion from the remote, and it's only the pointer. But then I was testing around. It's literally has gyro controls and tilt controls, and I'm like, oh, it literally has everything. And then the Wii remote, the minute you pair it up, that's it. And I'm like, oh. So Yeah, I'm able to play Wii Sports Resort soon. Of course, I gotta buy the copy, yada yada yada. But I am looking forward to play those games on stream. Another game. I don't know. Have you played Rhythm Heaven at all? No, you're not really. You're
Nope.
not a really big rhythm player at all either, are you?
No.
No. But yeah, Wii Sports Resort, Wii Sports. Oh, Wii Play. We're just gonna list off all of the Wii titles, just the Wii branded titles. You played Wii Play.
What
before.
was Wii Play?
The one with the tanks.
Okay, then yes, I have played that one before.
That one. I don't think I've ever finished the tank at all. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think
there was another game I had. It was like a Legend of Zelda, but it was like an archery
game.
The
Legend of Zelda crossbow training.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. Oh, now I want to try that. But then, see, now with emulation, you need to, get the accessories, quote unquote, because I'm trying to figure. I don't know. You have to put it inside of an actual crossbow.
At my old house, we still have like all the Wii Sports accessories, where it's like the golf club, the bat. The
well, like
what else was there?
The Nintendo license
tennis racket. Yeah, I think so. I think like it was like a pack that we got with our copy of Wii Sports.
Dang.
Yeah, the Mario Kart steering wheel too.
Oh, see, the only Wii stuff I kind of have is like my old Wii that doesn't take discs anymore, and
you play games on it.
It's any downloaded title, so it's literally whatever we had on it. And then luckily, it's like the one with my grandma had. And my grandma's like, oh, we can't play disc in it. Let's just load it up with WiiWare games. So there's like Pokemon Rumble. There's Pokemon Ranch is on there as well. So these games you can't download anymore because the whole WiiWare it's just gone.
Shut down.
Yeah. So yeah, I am probably one of the hundreds of thousands of people that own Pokemon Ranch. So if you don't know what Pokemon Ranch is, it's like a farming simulator. I'd say it's kind of like Stardew Valley, but literally you just look at the Pokemon and you could pet them. So yeah, it's all the way up to Sinnoh. So there's polygons. Say polygonal. I can't even.
Polygon or Porygon?
No. I'm trying to say like the descriptive word of what's polygonal. I can't even. This is
polygonal.
Polygonal. There you go. Yeah, just polygonal forms of all the Pokemon. I know that got popularized with the Wii. But yeah. Oh, but I kind of just went sidetracked. I have the Wii steering wheel and the little. So with Twilight Princess came out a little shield you clip on with your nunchuck. So when you hold the nunchuck, you're like holding a little shield. And then when you put your Wii remote into like the hilt of a sword, so you're all like, and yeah, I still have those as well.
I think we had I want to say we had the gun.
The crossbow.
Or like you put the the gun.
Oh, like the
put
Wii
the remote
zapper,
into one
quote
and
unquote.
Yeah, like the nunchuck. I don't remember how it went in exactly, but
yeah, I think I know it. I think it was just the Wii remote. No,
like in the action movies when the sniper's like going onto the building, he's like he's like assembling his rifle from like the briefcase. That's what I feel like the Wii remotes are. You're like assembling the Wii remote and the nunchuck into the different accessories.
Chuck the batteries in, you put the back in, you go. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was so satisfying, actually. You just slide it in, you hear the snap or whatever it was, and then you could clip the little thing in. Oh, that was great. There was our Wii.
Can the Switch do that? Checkmate, modernist.
Well, they tried to do like the Wii remote or the steering wheel, but with switches, and it was just too small. I think that's what I like about the Wii remote the most. Is it's the form factor was so cool, and
it's like a universal.
Yeah, it's just
like
yeah, and when I was getting to buy a Wii remote for the emulator, I was trying to buy like an actual Wii remote, but those are like $80 for a single one. Was that is an MSRP? No, like what? There was like $30. I thought originally.
I thought so. Unless you got like the special edition.
Oh, the gold-plated
black one or whatever.
Actually, so then it was like $80. And then there was like a $300 and something for like the Nintendo 4-pack. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So I bought some like third party. And on the bottom it says Motion 2. And because you know how on the bottom of the Wiimote Pluses, the ones that have like the extra gyro in it, On the bottom, it just
Never
said,
had them.
oh, to play Wii Sports Resort, you had to have them.
I never played it on my own console. I only played
Oh.
it at other people's
Oh,
houses.
dang. So, like, there was 2 generations of the Wii Remote. There was just the regular Wii Remote with the 1 gyro, and there's a Wii Remote Plus, and on the bottom, it would just say, Wii Remote Plus, and it had 2 gyros in it. And apparently, you don't even need a sensor bar if you have one of those, because it just takes it. But yeah, that was our little topic for the Wii. Anything else you want to add? Any other games you want to play?
Not really. The only other one I can think of, Mario Kart Wii was pretty good.
Oh my god.
We had Mario Kart 8
Okay,
Deluxe, so kind of the same thing with Smash.
No,
but
no,
like,
no,
just
no.
something
It's
about the
not
Wii
the
was
same
like,
thing. See, the difference between the two is in Smash Bros. You basically have every stage and every character. There's no reason to go back to any past one. But in Mario Kart Wii, compared to Deluxe, you have you have all the different Wii stages and stuff. In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
oh yeah, there's no Coconut Mall.
Yeah, there's no Coconut Mall.
Deluxe. I just
It's
realized
the
that.
only reason why Yeah, I was surprised they didn't add Coconut Mall. I'm still surprised there isn't any DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
So much for Deluxe.
I honestly think it's just their thought process is it's selling so much. Why do we need to add more content to it? I mean, it's still the number one selling game.
It's like a Rockstar. I don't know. I mean, I think some of the people here might not have played Grand Theft Auto 5, but like they've been hinting at Grand Theft Auto 6 for
but Grand Theft
years
Auto
and
5
years.
is selling so.
But people keep buying the shark cards, and they keep buying Grand Theft Auto 5 on the console ports.
Oh, I mean,
so they just
GTA Online
don't.
as
Why
well.
would they bother making the 6th one if the 5th is still selling and making them money?
Have you seen that meme where it's like people pour like water into different cups? One of them's GTA 6, one of them's GTA Online. It's like, oh, let's add new content. Post it into GTA Online. Oh, let's add more development time. GTA Online. And then someone on the outside is, hey, can we have something new? Pulls out GTA 3 Nintendo Switch port, pours it in there instead. But yeah,
yeah, they're adding some crazy stuff to online. They're like flying cars and everything. It's like, this isn't even how do we go from stealing cars and robbing banks to stopping an intercontinental nuclear attack?
I actually haven't played GTA Online. I haven't actually played any GTA game. I might play it when it comes out on the Switch, because I don't know if you heard that rumor, but GTA 3 is supposed to come out on the Switch soon. And I mean, we're starting to get a massive amount of leaks. I think we'll talk about this next episode, but it's about time we're going to get another direct, I think, with all these quote unquote rumors going around. Actually, so one more thing about the Wii, actually. I've said this before. I want a Switch Sport Resort on the Switch. I don't care that it was made for Wii and to showcase the Wiimote Plus. I want Woohoo Island back, and I want Wii Sports Resort planes. That's all I want. And I want it on the Switch. Give it to me now. Yeah.
Oh yes, Mr. Type 1. We'll grant you your request because you are such an important figure in the Nintendo marketplace of content.
What do you mean? Yeah, I get 100 views a video. What do you mean? I'm like half of your fan base.
I'm half of your fan base.
Yeah. So I mean, I just want Wii ports on the Switch. That's about it. End of story. Next topic. So this would be, I'm pretty sure, a reoccurring topic we're gonna have on this show is just sheer amount of Pokemon merchandise. I find them super interesting. For instance, do you remember the what are you? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
A little bit too interesting.
So, Pokemon figures by Art JFX. I believe that's what they're called. They look awesome. Come on, Cynthia ones. I think it's every season there's a new figure. This season's Cynthia with Garchomp. Oh my god, beautiful! I want to get figures to put them right there. For audio only.
You have that massive bookshelf behind you, and your camera angle shows like 4 square inches of that shelf.
I need to change my camera angle to like over here, right above my main monitor. But like the stand I got isn't long enough, so it's sad.
But why don't you just mount your DSLR on like the top of your monitor? I'm sure that it can definitely handle the weight.
Oh, another thing is like the power cord I have too, to have like I don't have to keep switching out the battery. It doesn't go all the way over here either, so it's a shame.
Your cable management's bad enough as it is.
Yeah. But no, I want figures to put over here, and I want Cynthia, but they're like $200, which is fair. I mean, it's Cynthia. I'd pay like $400 for a PNG. Bruh.
Jeez, bruh. Where's the meme where it's the anime girl holding a little figure and she's like, "Man, you pay like hundreds of dollars for these things?
I know.
You're pretty effing stupid."
I know what you're talking about. No, but like, I mean, they look so cool. There's a Nimbasa one. There's what's the Nimbasa gym leader?
Elisa?
Elisa, yes. One with an Emolga, and I'm like, oh, that one looks so good. No, but for some reason they only do it seasonally. They don't just sell them all at once. Like, now I got to go to eBay and buy like a $500 figure when it only cost $130. And yes, the minute you see Emolga and what's her name again? I keep forgetting.
Elisa.
Elisa and Emolga, you're gonna be like, wow, he spent $500 off of an eBay scammer or scalper.
You guys need to like and subscribe so Freddy can get monetized again and he can start affording to buy these wastes of money that are anime figures.
The minute you see a figure over here is the minute you see, the minute you know I made it as a YouTuber. I would hope. I don't know. The minute I get a job, I'm buying one.
Well, if you get that Cynthia figure, it's like 7 feet tall or whatever it was.
I read it right because they got to do it in like they do it in meters.
I think it was like 2.5 feet because I remember you were saying it's like the size of my PC, height wise.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy, and then you're able to just have Garchomp alone. Like, yeah, if I don't want to be a simp, I could just have Garchomp sitting right there. Like, it's perfect. It's just literally right there. I can't. I'm sorry. I wanted to get the Pyra and Mithra figures, but both of them combined is like $500. And I'm getting Pyra and Mithra.
You know what that's called? It's called like deterrence. It's a real income effect. I thought you learned this in your economics class. You deter these degenerate simps like yourself from buying by raising the prices.
No, and then
I'm not economist. I don't think it was real income effect, but that's not the point.
I thought it was deterrence of like the minute I bring a girl into my room, it's gonna be the first thing there.
Real quick, it's funny. We have Freddy has a Yoshi magnet, and he keeps it on our fridge, and he keeps it on like the side of the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And we had people over this last weekend, and one of them was like, "Oh, why is it on the side?" He's like, "Well, I don't want to have it up front in case somebody comes over and they look at and they see it." And it's assuming Freddy's gonna have all these women over, which is pretty.
Well, hold on. She
unlikely.
said like, "Oh, these look super cool. Why don't you have it in the front?" And then I explained why. But she said it was super cool. I mean, we have. I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyways, so there's some new premium Pokeball replicas. One of them being the Ultra Ball, which is celebrating the Pokemon's 25th anniversary, which I gotta say has been pretty dull. Before we get into this, name one thing that you remember that's specifically for the Pokemon's 25th anniversary. Nothing. My point exactly.
Yeah. I don't remember anything.
They did a collaboration with Oreos, but literally all they did was it's not even, they didn't change the Oreo cookie at all. It's just the packaging. And I'm like, come on, it's Pokemon's 25th anniversary. You gotta put Pikachu on.
They spent all their money. They spent all their money on the Sword and Shield or the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl animations and graphics. My God. Yeah. That or Sword and Shield's budget walking animations.
I was gonna say they spent all their money on hiring like a bunch of artists that turned out mediocre music. They did Post Malone, Taylor Swift, and
ever since Gen 5, the music just hasn't been the same. I'll say it once, I'll say it again.
You've listened to those. Post Malone's All I Want to Be With You, Taylor Swift's Electric. Don't really care for any of them. Post Malone's was, out of all of them, Post Malone's was probably the best. And then there's like this, I think, B-grade rapper. I'm gonna get so much hate because I don't know. I just call him B-grade. And then like a new mom, I guess, and she kind of equated to that, which like it's a Pokemon. I'm sorry, but yes, you're a new mom, but you didn't need to make a Pokemon song about that. I don't know.
Pokemon.
Pokemon? Bro, you're gonna be a Poke Dad taking your children to VGC and TCG.
The Pokestops. Dad, we want to go to the park. No, we're busy. We need to go to this gym and defeat these guys.
Oh,
I don't remember how the gyms even work. It's been so long since I played.
we'll get
But
into
no,
Pokemon.
back to the music real quick. I can name like probably 4 tracks after Gen 5 that are good. You have
I was talking about like music songs, like with lyrics and stuff. I mean, we could get in like. Yes, I do agree with you. There isn't really a lot of good ones, but again, you haven't
Gen
really
7, Elite 4.
You haven't really played any of Lesumine Battle. That one's a really good
Why do you think
Gladion's theme. What are you talking
you're mixing
about?
up. It's like cause and effect here. I'm not playing because the music is bad. I don't think the music is bad because I'm not playing. Like you're mixing up the cause and effect here. You got Gen 7's Elite 4, you got Gen 6's Elite 4, you got Gen 6 Gym Battle, and that's it. Everything else is like C tier at best.
Bruh. No, I mean,
I don't think I've ever walked anywhere in the Unova region where it's not like, okay, this is a banger.
The Unova music is good. Yes, we've already established that. But you're saying like all past music or all next freaking generation music is bad. No, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you have Lesumine's theme, Gladion's theme, you have Hop's theme, you have the Elite Four in Sun and Moon. Not really even the Elite Four.
I said that was one of the good ones.
Okay. And I mean, I could list a bunch in Galar already. Oh, Marnie's theme, like, come on.
I'm quadrupling down.
Oh my god.
I'm not shifting on this hill.
Oh my, I shake my head. All right, but so there's
back on topic.
You're back on topic. They're releasing some premium Ultra Balls. I believe they already released a Pokeball, a Great Ball, and a Master Ball, or a Master Ball already. So I think this is just next in line. They look pretty fancy. It's $100 and you're able to buy it on Amazon and the Pokemon Center. It comes with a ring and a little case. It's honestly just something to put on your shelf right there. Mm-hmm. So if you guys see an Ultra Ball, you know. It's on Amazon and it's on Amazon Prime as well. So I'm like, maybe
if I see an Ultra Ball on our doorstep one of these days, I'm going to be quite upset.
It's going to be in like the clean Pokemon packaging that Pokemon has. Pokemon, the company, or the Pokemon Center company, has some clean packaging, clean bags and everything too. But
worth $100?
Is it worth $100 to you? It comes with a ring. It comes with like a ring. Look at that. A little pamphlet. And it comes with like a stainless steel little...
The ring looks like it's just great.
I would propose with this thing. I would propose. It comes in a little jewelry box. Just be like, will you... what is it? Will you be mine? It's like a...
Can I catch you?
Can I catch you?
Will you join my party?
It's like, sorry, my catch rate is only 0.001%, and that isn't a Master Ball. Yeah. So, Blastoise joins Pokemon Unite today as this episode comes out, finally. We talked about this last episode, just how the Pokemon Company or Unite announced it. If you guys don't know, all they said was, "We hear you." Blastoise.
Very condescending response.
Yeah, it's just, "We hear you guys, Blastoise." That is all. But yeah, came out today. Came out with a pretty cool outfit, the camper outfit. And yeah, I have not played them yet. I haven't even hopped on Unite in the last 2 days. But I am going to be streaming this today. So if I upload this podcast before and then expect to stream sometime today, playing Blastoise. And yeah, your thoughts on him?
I mean, I haven't really seen much from him, so I'm not from a spot to give any authoritative information, but I know it's nice to have a new character, I guess.
Yeah.
Something new to the table.
I think
I'll stick with the same 3 characters I main, though.
I think, actually, I might incorporate Blastoise into my, character selection.
Because,
I mean...
I'm going to stick with my Talonflame, Lucario, and Crustle.
No,
It's
I'm gonna
work.
have.
Why would, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
So I mean, I heard that Blastoise is a rapid defender, so he does like rapid type moves because one of his moves is Surf, so he can just like shoot out. I don't know. We probably should have played him at least once, but yeah, I hear he does like rapid type moves, and he's a defender, so he sounds a little overpowered at the moment, which would kind of make sense.
Yeah,
But yeah,
balanced yet.
also with this news, it came out. I think I've already said it already. Another campfire skin, or just a campfire skin for Blastoise. 400 Aos gems, or if you want to buy it with real money, it's gonna be $8. So yeah, looks pretty cool. It's another one to the campfire set, or is it? I don't even know if it's a campfire set. It's just
I don't think we have anything campfire yet.
there is a Charizard one, but hasn't came out yet.
Well, yeah, hasn't come out yet.
Hasn't come out yet. But yeah, we already know there's a couple of them. And then another thing, we reached 5 million for the pre-registration bonuses. So once on September 22nd, anyone who gets on mobile gets, I think it's 5,000 Aos tickets, a free Pikachu, and the Festival Pikachu outfit, which I think we've already discussed in last episode.
Yeah.
Don't really care for it, but I do like the whole the traditional wear outfits that are coming. Or I hope that each Pokemon gets one.
It's a Japanese cultural appropriator.
Bruh, it's not appropriation, it's
Appreciation.
appreciation. There you go. Exactly. Yeah, but I mean that's probably the most, or the I can't even think of words right now. The least amount of Pokemon Unite we've talked about in one singular podcast. Yeah, I mean the hype's kind of died down now. I think Blastoise is here to kind of rejuvenate it, which it's kind of worked because I haven't played in the last 3 days, 2-3 days, and I'm getting back into it. So I mean,
and you've been busy in the cooking up stuff in the content kitchen, and
yeah,
also doing very important business on our Minecraft land world. But
yeah. If you guys want to see, I was thinking about streaming it. I don't know, but
we're just so far in, it'd be kind of.
It'd be like, oh yeah, I did some mining off screen.
Guys,
Literally
episode
just
1
farmed.
for the stream. We all got elytras. We got a massive house,
Yeah.
massive castle, massive village.
We're basically in post
building a zoo, building an industrial center.
We might do a whole episode on just Minecraft alone. Maybe get a roommate on as a guest. But
It's the only subject he's authoritative on.
No, we're super far in that world. We're basically just past post game. We're just past.
We're just
post.
finding stuff to do.
Yeah. So now we're automating.
This land is empty. I think I'll build a mountain on here.
We're automating everything now, so we have gonna get a super smelter going and everything. But yeah, I guess we'll save that for the Minecraft episode. But yeah, I think I've been occupied with more games. I've been playing Skyward Sword as well. I don't know, my MOBA. I've hopped on for like hours at a time, but I haven't done my 4 hours, 5 hours long straight anymore. But yeah, either way, Pokemon Unite's still a good game, I think. And yeah, Blastoise is out finally. So, next topic. Sonic Colors reviews are coming out. I don't think the game actually came out yet. I should probably let me look this up. If you go on about your your relationship with Sonic Colors.
Don't have one.
What? Okay, it comes out
relationship.
September 7th, so it hasn't come out yet, which makes sense. But review copies came out, reviews that came in, and it's gotten pretty solid scores. 8 out of 10 Nintendo Life, 8 out of 10 IGN, and 77% on Metacritic. You haven't, so you didn't play Sonic Colors when it first came out, no?
Nope.
That's surprising. Sonic Colors is
Telling
probably...
you, man, I'm not a Nintendo kind of guy.
It's not a Nintendo game!
Like, what is it?
It's Sega. That only came out on the Wii. And DS. I played both copies, the DS one and the Wii one. Developed by two different people. It was kind of... The DS one was by far the worst version, but, it was still fun. Enjoyable. But I did play Sonic Colors. Thought it was super fun. I think it's tied for one of the better Sonic games, tied with Sonic Generations. Have you played that one? Man,
I haven't played any Sonic games. I did play Sonic and Smash one time.
You're dumb. But no, Sonic Generations is basically looking back in all Sonic games. He came out around his, I think it was 20th anniversary, I'd like to say. Maybe even longer. 30th. I honestly don't know. 25th. It's one of his anniversaries. But Sonic Colors Ultimate, I was actually thinking about picking it up if I had the money.
Not enough for those figures you want to buy.
Yeah. I have my priorities, right? It's the figures, then it's Sonic Colors Ultimate. But I mean, the game looks super cool. I'm always addicted to the soundtrack for some reason. I mean, you probably
never heard it.
You've probably heard the theme, "Reach for the Stars."
What does it sound like?
I don't want to get copyrighted. No, I'm kidding. It goes like, I can't even really think of the chorus or anything, or I can, but I don't want to. But it's a good song, very catchy. They remixed the song too for this, and they also released little animated shorts. I thought that was really good. It's about 10 minutes long.
Yeah, I've seen clips of that one animation. I don't know what it is called, but it's the Sonic one where it has like Knuckles, and then the pink one. I don't know her name.
Oh my! You're probably thinking of the animation for Sonic. What's the remake kind of Sonic Mania? You probably saw that animation, but they did something similar like that for Sonic Colors, and it looks pretty sick, clean. Voice acting was great. Wish they did a full series like that, but I guess not. But anyways, Sonic Colors Ultimate, kind of excited. Though, am I going to pick it up? It depends if I have the money. After getting
it. My priorities go groceries.
Oh, no. It goes...
There's no anime figures or...
It goes anime figures, games, groceries. That's my list. And I'm pretty sure the people
Where's
watching...
your tuition on that list?
Tuition's all the way down at the bottom.
Bruh.
Oh no, then it goes Japan trip. Then it goes
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess I should include then cruises, groceries.
Oh, cruises above groceries.
That's
now.
it.
I see. We should do a whole episode on just talking about trips.
Vacations.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
I'll save my cruising monologue for a future episode.
Yeah. Okay. But that's about it. Sonic Colors Ultimate. Pretty cool. Next topic: Nintendo Creatures Inc. and Game. Oh, I can't even speak right now. You wanna go ahead and say this one?
Nintendo Creatures Incorporated and Game Freak register trademarks for Time Gazer and Space Juggler.
I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. Palkia and Dialga. What for, though? What for? I don't know.
Mobile spin-off games.
Do you think? Actually, I didn't really think about an actual game.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking just subtext. Like, I forget which one's which. Like, Dialga.
Oh, yeah, what are trademarks used for? Are they for, like, businesses, or are they for products? Or...
Well, I think it could be, like, products. But it could be business...
Because I know there's like R, there's C, there's TM, there's SM. I don't know. I don't remember what. I know it's trademark, but I don't know what it's used for specifically.
It is. I think it's. I mean, it could be used for products. I mean, that's what a lot of these are kind of used for. So I'm pretty sure if there's like a Dialga or Palkia, it'd be like Dialga, Time Gazer, and then Palkia, Space Juggler.
Maybe like figures.
Figures, that would make sense. I don't remember any sort of time this actually being a thing.
Or, no, I was going to say anime spinoffs, but that's probably not.
That's likely. A lot. Yeah. I'm trying to think money-wise. Like, money-wise, it probably wouldn't be that. Like, figures, it makes sense. But, like, I mean, you did mention a spin-off, like, mobile game. And we know right now, I think I've already explained this before, they're shutting down,
oh yeah, they are shutting down Dragalia's Lost, so that...
Or they're not shutting it down, they're slowing down updates, so I'm pretty sure they're allocating more mobile budget to different companies and stuff. But yeah, they're slowing down updates for Dragalia Lost. Mario, what was it? Dr. Mario, the puzzle game, got completely shut down after only a year, which was crazy. They're just like, oh, this game kind of
He lost his medical license.
Yeah, so it sounds like they're trying to open up, kind of stuff. I think they said something about Mario Run as well, getting less allocation and stuff like that. But yeah, they might. That'd be so weird doing two different apps. Would you have to pay for the apps or?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. You mentioned games, and I don't think they'd make a whole nother, because we already know of, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and then Arceus. I don't think they announce another 2 games based off of Sinnoh. So I think it'd be either Gen 9 now or Gen 10?
Well, it's.
Oh no, it's Gen 9. We're in Gen 9. Next one's Gen 9. So the next.
Well, are these games a part of Gen 9? Because I know that the gens aren't because Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was Gen 6 technically. They were just Gen 3 remakes.
Yeah.
So these are Gen 4 remakes, but I don't know if they're getting grouped in with the Galar generation or if they're shouting a new one.
Would be kind of grouped in with Galar if we're thinking about it in that way. But in sheer generational.
Because I think the generation thing is stats and how things work. So Kalos and Oraz were united by Mega Evolution. Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon had their, Z move or whatever. So I think unless these new games have the Gigamax, Dynamax, if they don't have those, whatever. But I've never played this.
Gigantamax and yes.
Yeah. You know what I mean. As long as they don't have those, they're going to be grouped as a new gen. Because I think that's how they classify it.
So I actually didn't see it like that, and that actually makes a lot of sense. I guess in my thought process, I would equate the Sinnoh remakes to Gen 4?
Well, they're Gen 4 remakes, yeah.
They're Gen 4 remakes, but you're saying they're Gen 4 remakes, but in Gen 8.
Well, if they don't have the maximizing feature that Sword and
then
Shield
you think
have,
they're going to be Gen 9?
It'd be Gen 9. That's what I think.
If
they do have those features, because that's why Oraz was considered Gen 6 by a lot of people. Was because it had the mechanics of Kalos, but it was just a Gen 3 remake. So this, I assume, would follow a similar path, where it's a Gen 3 remake, but with a new generation of mechanics.
I think if they're going to add Gigantamaxing and stuff like that they would already have said it in the trailers, so I don't think they are. And we do know that there's new stats for Arceus.
Yeah, so I would assume they'd be its own generation.
I guess this would be the start of Gen 9 then, if you're wanting to say that. In your terms, start of Gen 9. But because, of course, next year we're going to see Gen 9. I think that's a given. We already have one game in the beginning of the year, and then, of course, November is the new Pokemon game. I think that's fair to assume. Yeah.
It's usually when they drop them is November for the mainline series game.
Holiday season and everything. Yeah. But I still don't know what the trademarks are for Time Gazer, Space Juggler, Gazer, and Space Juggler. I honestly just think they're subtitles for the 2 main Pokemon. I don't know why they would need a trademark, and maybe for cards or something like that.
That was my other thing, was trading cards. They could slap them on there.
We'll get into trading cards soon. Do you want to just hop right into that one, actually?
Sure.
Yeah. So, there's new Pokemon TCG card sets released and announced. So last week, actually, Evolving Skies released the 27th of August, featuring Rayquaza and many of the evolutions. And in this set, Dragon types return. So I don't know if you know, different sets kind of take out Fairy and Dragon types as they wish. And then I believe this was actually leaked and not actually officially announced. But the next TCG set has been announced with a new Fusion Strike mechanic. That set is also sharing the same name, being Fusion Strike. And this is possibly coming November, December 27th, because they usually have 2 to 3 month intervals. But, yeah, Evolving Skies, of course, brings Rayquaza and the evolutions. Rayquaza, the alternate full art card, is valued around $500. Like that's the top
You
tier
could sell
one.
it and buy your anime figures with him.
Bro, I'm not gonna do gotcha in real life. But yeah, I mean we were both into the
If anything, it's better. Rather than getting a PNG, you're getting an actual tangible
card.
card.
Yeah. I mean they're only $5 too. But yeah, so evolutions as well, I think is kind of cool. Evolving skies. I don't know why they would call them, or I guess evolving as in evolutions, and then skies for Rayquaza. I mean, there isn't really much new out there now. It's already out. We have all the cards and what they're valued at. Basically, full art cards worth the most. Full art alternate cards are worth the most, even more. There's a full art alternate Umbreon. It's second place with $200. The Rayquaza, yeah, they look pretty cool. Rainbow Rayquaza's in like fifth place, I think.
Rainbow Road Quaza. That'd be a
Rainbow.
nice Mario Pokemon crossover.
That would
You're just
actually
playing
be
on the
a
road and it's a
Rayquaza.
massive Rayquaza.
Yeah, and like little jumps would go woo, and then you could like do tricks. That would actually be really cool. Okay. I'm gonna go on a little rant. That's what I want the new Mario Kart to be. I don't want it to be just Mario anymore, and they've kind of already done it. There's Splatoon, there's Legend of Zelda, there's Animal Crossing in there. So I want to see more franchise roads, if that makes sense. Like, of course, I want to see the, unique Mario Kart roads, Coconut Mall, stuff like that. But I want to see Pokemon roads.
Victory Road.
Victory. Oh my God, that'd be super cool. Victory Road. I mean, just more stuff like that. Legend of Zelda, kind of obvious. Just other, like, instead of just one road from that game, maybe see more. Yeah. That was my little rant about Pokemon or Mario Kart 9. I don't think we're gonna get it anytime soon. But what are your thoughts about the new Fusion Strike mechanic? Because I don't think Fusions has ever been a part of the TCG at all.
I'm not quite familiar with this Fusion Strike mechanic.
I mean, and no one is right now. I think all you do is combine two cards, and it's like these two Pokemon do one ultimate move. Hiya.
That sounds like
Sounds like Digimon.
No, well, I mean, it sounds like Helping Hand is what it sounds like, but that's like such an anime thing where it's like, all right, let's get our massive super lasers and shoot them at the same time, and then they converge and they spin together,
Well, I mean,
and then they go forward. And
that's
hit
what
the enemy.
that's what it sounds. I think that's exactly what it is. Yeah. The only problem is
Oh, it was in the movie.
It's literally in
The
every
Pokemon
anime.
movie when Arceus was like, I'm gonna bring judgment on this world, and then like all the Pokemon were making this massive like shield and like combining their attacks into.
I remember that.
I don't know what movie that was, but spoilers. Sorry if you haven't watched the 6-year-old movie yet.
I mean, Fusion is a very interesting mechanic. Have you played TCG at all? Man, I can't believe you. I thought you did. No, I used to actually play TCG. I went to one tournament and I did not win at all. But I don't know how they would play it because in the TCG you only bring up one card, like one Pokemon to attack and stuff. So are you able to bring up two now and then like combine them? Or do you like play the other Pokemon?
Maybe it requires a special moves. Like when you lay down one, you say fusion, and then it allows you to temporarily
Fusion. Well, so
Fusion.
normally how these gimmicks go, there's only certain Pokemon that are able to do them, which makes sense. Like the VMAX, GMAX cards, only some Pokemon had them. So of course, not every Pokemon is gonna have a fusion move, and I honestly don't know how it's gonna go. Is it gonna be like you have to have another electric type fusion move to fuse with this move, or it's like only two cards are able to be pairs? There's so many questions. So I was about to say enough with the Pokemon news, but guess what? We got one more, I think. I think this might be the last one for today, but we've already talked about Niantic and the Pokemon interaction distances to Pokestops and gyms, and they actually reversed it. So in the latest post via social media, Niantic has shared a brief update on the situation. While the task force plans are still scheduled for the 1st of September, that actually being today, the team has decided to take action to change Pokestop and gym interaction distances from 40 back to 80 meters. Their actual Twitter kind of post says, thank you for everyone who made their voices heard. We've heard you and understand that this has been a welcome benefit to many players. We'll share more next week. So as of this recording, I don't think they've announced anything, what the task force has came up with. But yeah, I think we've already established that we both think that it should be back to 40, right?
I mean, I think it's this whole thing. I feel like is just an excuse for antisocial players to not have to be close to other human beings. But that's just me. I mean, I understand there might be a legitimate concern, although I also think that at this stage, there's not really. It's just being extra precarious for no reason.
Well, I mean
you're outside.
Yeah.
You have these super high rates of immunity now. It's just kind of redundant, I think. Like I said, it's just an excuse to be antisocial.
I think it is the whole antisocial thing. I don't think anyone is complaining about it for the right reasons, if that makes sense.
I've been avoiding saying any keywords. I don't want to get underneath the video.
Yeah, but so I did a little bit of research. Apparently, the actual so a lot of people were speculating it was because of sponsored stops, because Pokemon Go used to have sponsored stops like for every Starbucks location to get people to get closer to the Starbucks location. Like, oh, catching Pokemon. Oh, maybe I want a Starbucks. And people thought they weren't making enough money or like making any more money from those stops because the distance was so long that, I mean, 80 meters, what is that?
Stop sponsor. It's 240 feet.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
like 250 feet roughly.
So you're barely near that stop. Or yeah. So I mean, so they said that was wrong. They don't. I think they make like 5% of their revenue from sponsored stops, anyways. So it's not even like they do it. So their reason was, it's back to the core values of the game. At 240 feet, you don't see the Pokestop, and that was their whole reason.
That's literally like a block or two from the stop.
Yeah.
In any like circular radius.
So I mean, that makes sense. A lot of people said it was like a stupid reason, like, oh, of course, like you don't really need to see the stop to be there. And when I played Pokemon Go, there was points and times where I didn't even the stop wasn't there anymore. Yeah. But yeah, I thought that reason was justified. I thought it was fine. But yeah, I still think it should be 40. And I know a lot of people are gonna hate that, but people want to be lazy and people want to utilize
meet others. You're playing the same game. They have the same interest as you. Go interact with them. Don't be like.
When you say it like it's a whole block, like that is crazy. Actually, like I could just stay in my spin because I mean I know. I can't really say a lot about this topic just because we both lived in a rural area and we still had to walk 3 miles just to get to one Pokestop. Okay, so
if anyone should be getting it, it should be like a small town, so you don't have to walk, like a day's journey just to get to the Pokemon stuff.
So I mean, I think, it's 1 mile for the nearest Pokestop back where we used to live. And then after you get to that one Pokestop, there's like some in the vicinity, but it's still like a mile. Like that's crazy. But yeah,
I used to just to sidetrack. I would go on like road trips, and whenever we would stop in like super small rural cities, like on the side of the highway, if they had like a single Pokestop or like a single gym, I'd like plant a bunch of Pokemon on that gym because like nobody would ever be going there. I mean. I'm assuming after the years that I've done that they've all been retaken.
Well, now that remote raid passes are a thing and battles are a thing, yeah. So I mean, now you're able to buy these like remote raid pass tickets that you're able to just do a raid from anywhere, which makes sense. I mean, that is something they should keep in the game, I think, just because it's if you live in a rural area to do raids, you're basically just doing them on your own. So yeah. But. I still think it should be 40, and I'm gonna keep saying it. But a lot of people are proposing. I think that's what they're gonna announce today. That there should be a incentive to get to the 40 meter. Like, So when you spin a Pokestop at the 80-meter radius, you'd get less rewards, but you still get rewards. And then if you walk closer, you get more rewards, if that makes sense. That's what people are saying that they should implement, and I think so. I mean, there's a good compromise.
I think it's a good compromise, but I still think it's ceding too much ground. It's like,
Yeah.
if you're just going to settle with the bad stuff then.
Well, it's like,
I
it's
feel-
too much like, so the Pokemon Go is like you go outside and you catch Pokemon, but like this is just, you go and you sit at your house and like, oh, look, there's a Pokestop, literally just spin it at your house. But yeah, it's a shame, but they're going to have to do it. I wonder how much backlash they did to even revert. They reverted the change before they announced, they said they were going to make a decision. So, I mean, they must have had some sort of dip in revenue for that to be that big of an issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sad.
Very sad. All right. So, one thing I found out, so enough Pokemon, I believe. Actually, we have
So, yeah. Until the question.
until the question of the week. But one thing I didn't know was a thing. Nintendo has an official online magazine, and it got like this new summer edition last week or this week. I didn't even know this had a magazine. I read through it. It's all Japanese, so I translated it, and it looks really cool. I like it a lot. It has different articles, features on games and stuff. It includes plenty of ads for Switch games and products, lists of top games on the Switch, as well as a handful of features, including ones that examine some popular Nintendo cats and items from the Legend of Zelda series. Super cool. I wish we had a Nintendo store in every state. Like, so...
I'm sure.
So, the Nintendo store... We only have one, I think, in the whole world now. Or no. There's one in Japan and there's one in the United States, and that is in New York. It used to be that the Nintendo store would be the Pokemon centers, but now the Pokemon centers are its own store, and we don't have one in the United States at all, which I think is a shame. But there's literally one Pokemon center in every prefecture in Japan, and that's like, I don't know, like 80 something. I might be wrong, but still, there's a lot of Pokemon centers in Japan, and there's like not even one in Arizona or in the United States in general, which sucks. And there's only one Nintendo store in the United States, and that's in New York. Because looking at these shirts and stuff that they showcase in here, they all look cool. I would totally wear these. My whole wardrobe is black. I need some color in my life.
You open up that closet back there, right behind you?
I'm good. But I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone can assume what I've been wearing every podcast episode is black. So, yeah.
I think most cases I've worn gray. I think this is the second time I've worn this shirt on the podcast.
Yeah.
But
They have like summer styles on in the magazine. It's just, I wish we had a physical magazine like this. Honestly, that's one thing I kind of wish I had back. So, I want some sort of magazine that has all my nerd culture in it. I want one that's just anime. If Crunchyroll made a magazine, that would be awesome. They make it digital. Like, everyone's just making digital magazines. Like, I would pay $5 a month for a Nintendo magazine. That'd be cool.
Physical or digital?
Physical. Not digital. I'm not going to pay for a digital magazine. Like, yeah, at least this is free. And it looks cool. It's very well put together as well. And they put time and effort. And if they do like do one a season, $5 for like a physical magazine, that'd be great. Yeah, Nintendo, make a physical magazine. And put it in English. I don't want to Google translate this. But yeah.
They give you the magazine and it's in Japanese, but then you open it up and it's just like the voiceover English translator.
Like it's like those cards that each page has a new like speaker or something in it.
This season, we are releasing 5 new shirts into the Nintendo stores. It's like funny. In the direct, we have like the Nintendo executives speaking, and they have the English voiceover.
Oh yeah, y'all hear you see his lips moving, like, and then today it's like, yeah.
Like the old like fighting movies.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I think the style of dubbing Nintendo does it's a good balance. Like, I could definitely picture. Apparently, you know what I found out. The Shigeru Miyamoto and the people who get their voices dubbed, they picked the actors. They're like, oh, I like his voice. He's gonna be mine. So
he sounds very intimidating and brooding. I think I'll select him for my voice.
Well, I think Nintendo curates like some playful voices, I guess, and then they're not gonna be like, my name's Shigeru Miyamoto. Yeah. No Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. Yeah.
Listen to me, Nintendo fans. We got 5 new characters coming in the Fighter Pass.
All right. Oh, I was just, you said Fighters Pass, which just bring me so much stuff I want to talk about. We'll get into that next episode when we talk about the Nintendo Direct that's gonna come out hopefully next month or this month. I mean, not hopefully, it's going to. We all know that.
I only play Wii Brawler.
All right, but yeah, the magazine looks cool. What did you think of the magazine? You kind of just flipped through it, yeah.
I mean, it's good for what it is. It's like, I'm not really a big magazine guy, but if you are, I can see how they would be enticing.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, and then in this magazine, it has so much like new renders as well. Like as a guy who uses the official renders for thumbnails and stuff, like it's just good stuff to have. There's like new renders and it's crazy. It's cool. But yeah, I think we should get into our question of the week, or as we like to call it, chat box. Last week I kind of failed and I forgot to add the audio for the question of the week. So we cut to the question of the week and then our voices just go mute. So I fixed it this time and we actually have a good one. I apologize to the person. You saw your name on video last week, but we have a new one this week. So it is from Salsa from Discord. His question is, what are your hopes and expectations for a new mainline Pokemon game? Would you want to see features return or new ones entirely?
You want to go first? Do you want me to? Because I got a lot of stuff.
Okay, so you go first because I don't have a lot of stuff. I need to kind of curate my thoughts.
Okay, so let me pull up my notepad document right here. All right, so this region is based like a new generation.
Okay, so they base the regions off of like a certain actual GR. Yeah.
So this is going to be based in like the Wild West, so like the southern United States.
Yeah.
Like if you ever played Red Dead Redemption, like that kind of environment.
I can see that being a thing. Yeah.
So in terms of features, no, Gigamax, Gigantamax, whatever you want to call it. None of that stuff. None of that
stuff. Dude, you need to play Sword and Shield. But go ahead.
So, returning features that I would like to see would be Mega Evolution. I know Pokemon X and Y.
Bro.
It's like you get a free Lucario and you dominate every trainer after that. This would be, same premise, just not as overpowered in terms of like the story wise. So my top 3 picks for Mega Evolutions are Luxray from Gen 4, becoming an electric dark type.
Okay.
He gets like yellowish skin and like he's kind of like Pyroar, but it's like jolting out mane and it's black.
Man, you really thought about this. I didn't like.
I did. Excadrill, it's a Pokemon that doesn't get too much love from Gen 5. He's just bigger with more like drill bits. I don't have like an exact design. Same typing. And of course, my favorite, probably Gen 5 Pokemon, Hydreigon. So this one, if you picture Salamence is like, he's on the floor, and then when he Mega Evolves, he becomes like completely aerial. Hydreigon would be the opposite. So right now he's aerial, and he doesn't really have arms. So he grows legs, so he's on the ground. His 2 side heads become like the same size as his main head. And he gets a longer tail. So it's basically like a more traditional 3-headed dragon.
Okay.
His wings, rather than just being like little ribbons that float through the air, they're like actual dragon wings, I guess.
Yeah.
And those are my picks for Mega Evolutions. I would also like to see the form. I told you I had a lot of stuff.
Okay. Go on.
Some forms I'd like to see. Now, this is the Wild West. You got like train robbing, stuff like that. So Crocodile. Crocodile is, I think, a perfect pick for like your stereotypical bandit. So he becomes dark steel type. And the steel is kind of a play on words, like because he steals your stuff. Like it's not so much he's metal, he's just, steel. He goes down on all fours because I know the current one he's like, like cross-armed, standing all cool and collected.
Yeah.
This one on all fours. He's a browner color scheme. I know his first 2 forms are tan, and then he becomes red and black. This would be like just kind of more brown. Another form, Archaeology Crustle. All right, I've talked about this before. It's he's Crustle, but he has like fossils inside of his like shell. Now he's rock ground, so he loses his bug type. He gets little glasses, kind of like how the Galarian coughing has like the monocle on the top hat.
Yeah.
Kind of a similar. He gets like spectacles. And his new signature move is Ancient Power because he's like, he's an archaeologist. And my last one is Drapion for my like new form thing. That one being like the scorpion because it's the desert. You're gonna find scorpions all over. So rather than going from poison bug to poison dark, he retains his bug type. I know it's harder for me to give up a dark type, but he keeps the poison bug. He's not purple. He's like tannish. And a cool feature is if you're like the environment of the battle is dark or nighttime, he glows in the dark like some scorpions do.
Huh. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah.
Those are my like returning features, and my new feature, the new like gimmick for the game. And I'm still going. Are trainer abilities. So like now,
that would be cool.
Like Pokemon abilities, Intimidate, Rocky Head, whatever. Trainer abilities, you can like unlock various ones throughout the game, and they affect the battle.
That'd be cool.
And I was thining like you would have just some examples. Rage. So like let's say you're going up against the evil team leader. You just spoiled his plans. He's like, oh, I'm pretty upset. So his trainer ability is like Rage, and so all of his Pokemon
do like double damage or something.
Plus
their attack. That is actually a really cool idea.
Another one is like cancellation, and what that does is like there would be a tier system for like a tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 trainer ability. And if you have like a tier 2 cancellation, it negates all trainer abilities below that tier. So it's kind of like you re-level the playing field. And my third example, it's called Abyssal Darkness.
Darkness.
This comes from a dark type like trainer. And ever since Gen 6, those fairy types got introduced. I've not been the same. So Abyssal Darkness is like, rather than, good triumph, that's why fairies are effective against dragon, because, it's the good beats the evil, whatever.
Yeah.
No, this is like the opposite.
Yeah.
So dark does extra damage to fairy type, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You brought
if there was like a dark type, like gym leader or like Elite Four, more than likely they would have this ability. Because it's like you go in with fairy types and it's like, what?
That sounds like a really cool idea, and I think that would work really well as a mechanic, just because they could make other mechanics return, plus add a new one, because of course they're going to need a gimmick. And it's like, because it could work well with any other of the old mechanics. And dang, I want to do a video just on that mechanic alone. Yeah, is that everything?
That's all. Finally.
I mean, you just dang.
Is that good enough salsa?
I mean, oh my god, I really like that whole trainer ability thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out how they make it into the Pokemon lore, because I don't know. Yes, I don't think.
What I was thinking was like, kind of like how the Z moves, you have that little bracelet that powers up.
I was also thinking a bracelet.
What it does is like you hit a button and it creates like a sphere around the battle arena, so that like in reality only what's inside that sphere has the effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know either. Just because like with the rage one, you wouldn't need one because it's like you're so upset. That kind of like.
Well, it doesn't even have to be like a trainer quote unquote ability. It could just be. I'm trying to think events in the battle. But I don't know how they bring that into competitive. Like, I mean, of course, the evil team leader is gonna be mad, so he is gonna get raged. But I would like to, like, you can add it to your Pokemon as well, but I don't know how without it being an actual ability. But like a skill tree, that would actually be kind of interesting. It kind of stems off of your idea, but like maybe you could, like, the more Pokemon you catch, the more XP you get into the skill tree. You could use your skill tokens to increase your catch rate by like 1% or so. I don't know.
That could be another one, because I know like there's items for wild Pokemon, not just like competitive stuff. You could have your ability like loving trainer, where wild Pokemon are more likely to be caught because they're like, oh, he looks like a nice guy. Maybe he's not so bad to be caught.
Yeah. So I mean that was my idea, was skill tree, and I actually just came up with it. But so my original idea, quote unquote, would be, I do want to see Mega Evolutions return, but not in the way that they are right now. Because I honestly think the reason why Mega Evolutions are not a thing anymore is just the Mega Stones. Because you need to somehow put Mega Stones inside the massive overworld. And like, the more Mega Evolutions you add, the more you need to keep adding the stones in the worlds and the world. And these are supposed to be super rare stones. So it's like, it's just weird. Oh, look, I found the stone in the trash can for... Yeah, it's like, no, at some point in time, you're just going to run out of items to, like, spaces to put these stones in. So I think maybe...
Wow. I was gonna say they could do kind of like what Oras did with Kyogre and Groudon, where it's like, because remember this is the Wild West,
like primals,
so it's like earlier in time, so it's more like a primal state rather than a.
So I was thinking it was like something. So it's like a universal Mega Stone, and not all Pokemon can hold it. So
or at least like a type-based one, maybe.
Maybe a type, like maybe that'll work. Maybe not even a universal Mega Stone. Just like the Pokemon that can Mega Evolve has the ability to Mega Evolve, but it maybe takes up a move slot or something instead. Which would be a good interesting kind of tacticalness in the VGC. Because, should I have this Pokemon Mega Evolve? And of course, you're only allowed to Mega Evolve one Pokemon. And stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want Mega Evolution to return. It was such a it's like the new generational forms. I want to see new generational forms as well. I didn't go in depth of your listing off Pokemon, but I want to see a region that isn't really based off of something. So my idea for a new Gen 9 region would be like an island, right? There's a middle island, and then there's 4 islands surrounding it, and then each island has, maybe even like 8 islands or something like that. But each island has a wild area, like Pokemon Sword and Shield. But each island is themed, because like one island could be a volcano island, and then the wild area, of course, is volcanic, and then it'll have the fire type gym leader. Another one is a desert. It's gonna have the ground type gym leader, and then the wild area is gonna be sand types, stuff like that. So I was thinking you could go, like, my idea is you would go to each one of these islands. The more I think about it, this sounds like Sun and Moon.
Say, I'm like, trial captains?
No, but like, take Sun and Moon, but add each island actually has a theme. Because from what I remember, Sun and Moon islands is just, this is Island 1, Island 2. It is not like, this is Fire Island, or this is Desert Island, stuff like that. But,
the only themes were the trials. Everything else was kind of just normal island,
normalized. Yeah, but I want to see like a coherent kind of thing, and I want each island to have a wild area, a bad gym leader, a town, stuff like that. And then of course the middle one's gonna have the Elite Four, and then the massive city, stuff like that. But then this could add a sense of non-linearity. Because you could just choose what island you go to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I want to see Mega Evolutions back. I kind of want to see Gigantamax back. I just don't know how they can combine it. They could say like, in this island you could only Mega Evolve. Or in this island you could only Gigantamax. I don't know. That
would be like... So the idea is you can do it. It's just illegal. So like the game, prevents you from doing it. But it's like the evil team is like, we don't care about the law. So you go up to face like the team admin. You're facing like a Mega Lucario or Garchomp.
Mm-hmm. And I also, of course, everyone wants this. I want to see a deeper story. They kind of touched on that with Galar. They didn't really do a good job. But there was hints of a good story. There was character progressions. There was side characters that had progression and everything. But I do want to see a better story in general. Maybe because Black and White kind of touched on this. The whole, what do you want to call it? I forgot the exact word for it. But basically, is catching and battling with Pokemon good? Because you are catching Pokemon and
it's like a philosophical
it's just a philosophical question. And maybe the evil team is actually semi in the right. Because, I mean, in Black and White, the evil team is like, no, you gotta stop catching Pokemon, let them be free. But then at the end of the game, they're literally just like, oh, this guy was a ringleader all along.
Terrorism time.
Yeah, literally, they just like threw it all out. They had a good philosophical question on their hands, and they're just like, oh, bad guy. Like, and of course, like the
Well, I
evil...
think it's a better representation.
No,
of
it's
these,
not.
like,
No.
no, of these activist groups who pretend to be about all this stuff.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
it's like their leaders are like, oh yes, world domination. I think it's a better representation of be careful of the man who says he's like, oh yes, I want world peace and I want Pokemon to be free, and then he's actually like a psychotic terrorist who tries to kill the player.
So I mean, maybe it could be like because the thing I didn't like about Black and White is they like say, oh, you shouldn't capture Pokemon and battle with them. They capture Pokemon and battle with them. Like you need like, I'm not going to say the evil team should pull out a gun and it's like you versus gun. Like I see, I just don't know how they would incorporate it, and I think that's why they haven't touched on the idea before.
Well, if they could get a different philosophical ideal, then maybe.
Well, I mean, I don't know what other kind of philosophical idea with Pokemon. Maybe, I don't know. Because they did kind of touch on habitats as well. Like maybe in each island we're kind of overtaking their habitat, I guess, in a sense. And the evil corporation kind of just wants you to stop. So let's burn the towns to the ground. They did burning towns in Sinnoh, or no, Gen 2. Hoenn. Yeah.
Hoenn's Gen 3.
Or what is Gen 2?
Johto,
yes. The one with the cats. They did wasn't like the whole tower burnt down and everything? But that wasn't from the gym.
Oh, that was lightning struck the tower.
Oh, that's right.
It wasn't like dehabitation.
No, but like I think it'd be because that would bring conflict for one, and you want to stop them, but you also want to say we're not taking over their environment, we're coexisting with them, and yada yada yada. And I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense then, because they're just like, you're taking over their habitat, let's burn this place to the ground.
Well, I feel like that's like the premise of Gen 5 just executed better, because like at the end of Gen 5 it's like, Pokemon are better by being with humans. Like we each gain something by working together. And that was like the final premise where N's like, I see.
Well, yeah, but
then he rides off on a dragon.
They were doing so well with that story, and then they just threw it out the window with the whole like, I am mastermind behind all of this.
I think it shows. Like I said, I think it's a better representation of like being careful of these organizations that seem good, and then also just to paint Ghetsis as a complete psychopath. Because like, I mean, even, like when you're fighting him, like I said, there's the constant drumming, the Ghetsis, like you're facing a maniac here.
And then, I mean, the main thing I want to see...
And the sequels make it even better, just putting it out there.
I want to see less linearity, and I think this is like what everyone wants to see. And I think if they do the island thing better, like you start off in the center island, and of course, and I would love it if they incorporate social media with the game, if that makes sense. Like the Elite Four isn't just the Elite Four. They are like these super famous people and stuff like that. I can imagine that.
Well, that's one of the things I've never liked about Elite Fours is you're facing this maniacal evil team with world domination plan, and it's like, what happened? It's like, where's these people are supposed to be the most powerful?
Oh yeah, the most powerful Pokemon trainers, and they're like, I'm just gonna sleep here. Like
an idea that I had thought of, like in just like a few whatever game would be, like you're fighting up against the evil team, and this like guy periodically shows up, and like, oh, we gotta get out of here, and then when you never learn his identity, and you get to like the Pokemon League, and you see like a bunch of them, like, okay, let's go in, let's beat up these guys. They're our last obstacle. They run in, chamber. They're all just like on the floor. Like the one Elite Four like manages like the 6 of them that tried to ambush the guy, and he's like, oh yes, I've been the Elite Four the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's like, let me show you why these guys were scared of me so much. And it's like totally annihilates your team.
It's I
Why
wish
don't just put us in charge.
Just have us make a Pokemon game. But I mean, I'm gonna end it off right here. In Gen 8, they made like the gym leaders actually seem like they knew each other. They talked, that we actually like. So that's another thing I hated. I hated just like, oh, the gym leader was looking in the mines. Okay, now he's just gonna stay at his base, or not his base, his gym. That's all they do. Like don't want them to be gaming characters. I want them to be actual people. Yeah. So I mean, if just say like the electric gym leader was also the head of the people that supply power to the whole region, that would make sense. And then you could help him take down the corporation. And after that, he was like, oh, I'm actually, on my off time, I do the gym leader or something like that, or the other way around. Like, I do my gym at, like, yada, 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 yada. You should stop by and battle me. You seem like a worthy trainer. And then you're like, oh, okay.
Well, I feel like they kind of did that with Gen 5. They just didn't do it enough. Because, like, Elisa and... What's the Drift? Clay? Clovis?
I honestly forgot all
the Driftveil guy. But, like, they know each other because they're, neighboring cities. So they got the bridge between them.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the game, spoiler alert for if you haven't played the games yet, for the 12 years they've been out, or whatever the time is. But at, like, the very end, all the Team Plasma admins are like, Gets just told us to stop you. You're not reaching in. And then it's like, ba, 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 ba. It's like the last
The music,
Pokemon theme of the gym leader, and they all just barge in. And they're like, no, we'll hold them off. You go get N or get Sis or whatever.
That's what I want to see. I want to see actual some sort of coherence.
And they all have jobs. They all have, Lisa's a model, Guy's a miner, Skyla's a pilot.
Well, yeah, see, I want to see more of that, but like more, if that makes sense. Because like, it still seems like a game in that sense. And that's what I hate about it. It's just, it's still a game. And because like realistically, I for the and not analytical side, just how Pokemon gyms work just doesn't make sense. Like, oh yes, anyone can come in at any time and challenge this leader, and like, of course.
And how do you become a gym leader? What gives you the authority to give out badges?
The Elite Four. If you keep getting beaten by all these kids, like, are you even a gym leader?
We're gonna have to let you go, buddy.
Yeah, and I want them. Yeah, that's why I think a non-linear story where you get to choose what gym you go to, and I feel like the best way to do that is with islands. And
a scene where they fire the gym leader because he's like, "You've lost one too many kids,
bro." Well, no, like,
you gotta
so
get out.
They have you scan your Pokemon, and then the gym leader makes a team that is still a challenge, but you still have room to win. So it proves that the gym leaders have a sense of like they're smarter than they're smarter than the average trainer. Yeah.
But they don't go like 100% power for a 10-year-old.
But if it's a 10-year-old with like level 100 Pokemon, they're like, okay, I'm gonna bust out my best Pokemon. Yeah. So I mean, I think in a sense like that, just adding more just world building aspects
freedom
to it. Yeah.
Not like I will say that's one of the bigger complaints of Unova. It's literally like Vomp, 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 vomp.
And then
big linear circle.
I'm telling post game in Pokemon sucks in all generations. And post game could be like you could go back and re-challenge the trainers with their max level. And then I think that would be super cool. And then maybe you could help out the evil organization, or now they're quote unquote good, and you could maybe build or help them, establish some sort of, I don't know, like I can't think of the word right now. Where I just coexistence between Pokemon and the humans. Maybe you could help them like find Pokemon that are injured and stuff and take them to like a daycare with them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, like Gen 5 made it clear that the champion's based like the de facto government, because that's why N wanted to beat the champions. Like once I'm champion, no one will.
Oh yeah,
like,
I'll be king basically, isn't that what he said?
Yeah, and I think like that'd be kind of not a required thing, just like an optional post game is like like managing.
Oh, because you are the region. King. Yeah. So I think
like there's a rebellion in this island. You got to fly out and
that's why I think Elite Four members shouldn't be. I mean, they kind of did this in Gen 8, but the Elite Four members shouldn't be government. They should be just very popular people that confide to governmental rules, if that makes sense. Like if we had like some sort of Pokemon organization that handles gym leaders, handles the Elite Four, and then it's just a popular sport basically. And that's what I liked about Gen 8. They made Pokemon battles a sport and not just I don't know. I just want more world building. I think it's about like 30 minutes on just that.
That was a
one.
long rant.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is about it, though. Do you have anything else you want to add?
I don't think I can scrounge anything else after that.
I didn't really even
dialogue.
get into. Yeah. Anyways, one more thing. One of the islands could be jungle, and the starter, of course. We have the whole fire monkey, but I actually want to see a grass type monkey, a water type. I guess we saw a water type.
Simi's here.
Oh wait, there's Grookey too. Never mind. I guess I'm wrong. Yeah. I mean, I was just thinking about, I want to see starters that actually correlate to their typing, because they had like fire type monkey, which was the opposite of what you'd normally think. And then they had a grass type turtle, which is, opposite what you'd normally think. But I guess they already did that. So I honestly don't know what kind of starters they would do. Anyways. All right. I think that is about it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Well,
if you like my recommendations, petition Nintendo on our behalf, and
yeah. But if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you guys can, go ahead and comment in the YouTube comment section. I know a lot of people message on Discord. I do appreciate it, but we do need click-through rates. We do need interaction rates and everything on the YouTube. It'd be greatly appreciated if you comment on this video. If you guys want us to answer any of your questions for the chat box, go ahead and comment them on YouTube or on Discord, or both. Just do both. Yeah, follow me on all my social medias. Is going to be at CraftyType1. Fortunately, Jacob doesn't have any. Yeah, I tell you need to start streaming. Just gonna start streaming.
Nah, there's nothing I would stream that your audience would like. I'm afraid.
Minecraft! Come on.
Maybe.
Dual Pokemon Unite? You already did Pokemon Unite? Like, come on. Alright.
I need a capture card, bruh.
Oh, yeah, I already sold mine. I have the old one. It's gonna have like a 5-second delay. Alright. Anyways, I am Freddy, also known as CraftyType1.
I am Jacob, also known as Tater Tot.
And this has been Gamemode C, and we will see you guys next Wednesday.